Like I said, today is a day we react to weird shit. The title literally says it. I read Quan Mill's books, so you don't have to. He must be stopped. By iLoveKenshi. Just get ready. Just get ready. Just. We have seen it. We have seen all of it. There's hoe got roaches in her crib. There's hoe got roaches in her crib. Alien twinks. All that stuff. We have it all.
So while I was locked up in YouTube jail and my wife's boyfriend stopped answering my calls, I decided to catch up on some reading. So the first—
My poor guy. I was waiting for him to drop new stuff. Terrible. We're gonna suffer, aren't we?
book I read is called I Got My Homeboys Pregnant.
I got my homeboys pregnant. What else was it? Ah, the demonic roast toy. My demonic roast toy got me pregnant. That was also one.
By a dude named Quan Mills. And that's not even the wildest thing this man has written. There's also My Baby Daddy Stole My Ultima, Old Thought Next Door, and my personal favorite, Pregnant by My Granddaddy's Boyfriend. I'm not even—
Bro, I need to go back. I need to read all of these.
My Baby
Daddy Stole My Ultima. Okay.
Daddy Stole My Ultima, Old Thought
Next Door. Bro. No.
Next Door, and my personal favorite, Pregnant
by My Granddaddy's Boyfriend. That is terrible. BBL Velociraptor. No. The BBL Soras. What these are new.
My Granddaddy's Boyfriend. I'm not even joking. These are actual books.
These are actual books? Yeah, burn them.
On Amazon. With reviews. So I did the only lot—
You know, you did not buy them, right? You did not actually read them, didn't you? Please. Please don't.
Logical thing a little E-slop goblin like me can do. I read them all. And then I went down the rotten, backwoods, gut-littered rabbit hole that is the Quaniverse. And I'm going to share my charm with you. Because I love you. This is the story of Quan Mills, the only author brave enough to ask, what do I do if my homeboys get pregnant by a bisexual caveman dope boy?
That's terrible. You're giving him ideas. You can't. He must be stopped. But in order to be stopped, you need to stop giving him ideas. But you're feeding this man. You're feeding this man like spoon feeding him. You're like mama birding him. Bro, you need to buy do a Quan Mills special. Nah, I'm not doing that. No. This is a Christian home.
Named Don Quavius. So who or what is Quan Mills? He's a Kindle author who's been—
What is a good question?
dropping literary masterpieces for years, each one somehow more deranged.
Wait. What is that? Oh, Coochie, you stink? A bacterial vaginosis love story. Pregnant by a hood alien Quan Mills.
Than the last. His books have been floating around Facebook and Black Twitter since the late 2010s. Every time one goes viral, it causes psychic damage to anyone.
Or it tells pregnant by a Chirac girl rapper demon from hell?
Who lays eyes on them. Some say he's a genius, while others say he's just trolling. Personally, I think that's insane, but we'll get into that later. So today we're diving into some of his weirdest books as we try to figure out who this guy really is and whether or not there's an actual method to his madness, or if it's all just a psyop by a really bored CIA agent. So we went through how he completely changed
Why Women Deserve Less. A good book, chat. You should read it.
Literary game and proved he's truly the GOAT. But now let's try and figure out who's the man behind the GOAT. And by the way, the GOAT is bisexual and named Trayshawn. So Quan Mills is actually the pen name of Colby Durden, a Miami native whose two passions in life are writing about hood love triangles and—
My side chick has a hood rat demon from hell? What the actual fuck, dude? What the actual fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
stabilizing democracy because DEI or whatever. Encouraged by his friend and co-author Nydia? My people, we gotta do better.
What's wrong with y'all?
He began
My people, we gotta do better. What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, you gotta stop being this creative with the names.
writing in 2014 as a means of making passive income. Due to the nature of his books and the way he writes dialogue, many people speculated that he was actually a white person trolling and actually mocking black people by using these racist caricatures.
Even if he was white, he's doing it as a black person anyways already. Bro, this is gonna be like, somebody's gonna pick them up and be like, look at this shit, this is black literature. That's why he writes Miami stories. Yeah, also, why are we bringing Mr. Popo up? Mr. Popo isn't even black. No, leave my boy Toriyama alone. Mr. Popo ain't black. Because he's not a black person. He's like a djinn or something like that. I don't know. Like a demon.
Damn, she hood and prehistoric.
She hood and prehistoric, that's crazy.
That baby will never be safe if I'm alive.
We have seen these before and now I have to see them again.
And honestly, I kind of feel that. To this day, I still get people asking if I'm black because I sound like my name would be Skylar, and I'm super into Oni plays.
PW*SSY 2 by me, international best-selling author Quan Mills. So again, autograph paperbacks attached to this. You guys check this out, check that out. Wired magazine did a feature on me. Quan Mills was the biggest mystery on TikTok until now. The prolific street-lit author's X-rated books went viral on TikTok.
Nah,
Many believed he was a white writer profiting off black culture. That was just the beginning.
That's awful, bro. It just is.
In August of 2023, he addressed rumors about his identity head-on by going...
I like freeze. Whoops. Mr. Popo ain't black, so what this color? He's not a black person is what I mean. He's not African. He's a demon.
Going live on TikTok. Bro's gonna fall in love with going live after this, by the way. Putting to rest speculations about his background. As you can see here, this is clearly not a white man. He looks more like that one uncle who refused to accept that 2005 ended. On further lives, Quan Mills also discussed the nuanced and powerful nature of his works.
It's me again, international.
I got my husband and his daddy pregnant. Omegaverse. It just sounds like a threat again.
Best-selling author Quan Mills. I got my husband and his daddy pregnant. A femboy drill rapper dope.
A femboy drill rapper dope boy from Oblog got me pregnant. He's black, not human, you mean? Exactly. But it's not a racist. He wanted to make it seem like it's a racist caricature when it's not, because it's based on the demon.
Boy from Oblog got me pregnant. Pregnant by the flying chitlin.
Pregnant by the flying chitlin monster? What the fuck are we doing? Also, why does she look like the chick from Scary Movie? The black lady?
Monster. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, what in the hell?
Thought-provoking titles like, "Oh, yo coochie stank," back to...
I am not pregnant, but I will send deer to do it to you if you don't stop. Enough. There will be no mpreg ducks. That does not exist.
Are designed to spark conversation about issues plaguing the black community, like the rising number of hood leprechaun preachers named Leprechaun getting all the strippers pregnant. Mills has also mentioned that his stories draw from
Those were all cross-dressers.
real-life experiences and news events, aiming to weave in larger social themes while incorporating everyday colloquialisms.
It says I'm pregnant.
told you I'm built different.
Mills has cultivated a significant online presence with almost 1 million followers on TikTok.
1 million followers. 1 million followers. But you just said it. That's it. I'm sending Deer. I'm sending Deer to give you the womb nuke. I'm done.
Alone. Like it or not, Quan Mills is here to stay, and he's on track to become one of the most prolific American authors in decades. Granted, it's not that huge of an accomplishment because people don't really read anymore, but still. Snuggle up, cuties, because Mama Kenshi's about to tell you all some bedtime stories from hell. Now, for your listening pleasure and my own personal pain, I've collected some real excerpts from some of Quan.
No. He's actually going to read them. He's actually going to read them. He's actually going to read them.
On those books. So, it's time for some fire second string content. Obviously, viewer discretion is advised. I have to say this so YouTube won't be mad at me again.
The following video is super duper funny, but I say no words. YouTube, please no kill again. If I get deleted again, I have to crash out, bro. You hear my voice. I cannot be, you know, crazy how I gotta walk on eggshells, but there's naked house cleaning videos. No, for real. Check them out. I'll wait. Pretty cool, right? Yeah.
So our first tale is a heartfelt story about aging, community, and real black stories featuring real black voices. No, not like that. Like this. This is Old Dot Next Door. The gripping tale of 76-year-old Vernita Washington. Some might say the original throat goat. Baby, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. I don't give a damn what you think about me and my age. Yeah, I might be 76 years old, but this big oh my god. But this big thick between my tone brown legs don't act like it. My name is Vernita Ernestine Washington. I loves me to ride a big old black. This is.
Bro, this is already crazy. Your name, fanfic writers write it like that? Okay, that's terrible. That's awful! We're already.
This is an amazing book. I mean, yes, Miss Vernita, yes. So, as we can see, Miss Vernita is a real strong woman who I desperately want to be like when I grow up. So at the start of the book, we have Miss Vernita.
Bro, you want to have BBC? That's terrible.
Sharing some tips to us youngins about how she can stay so young and moist. If you think my secret is watching what I eat, then you guess wrong again. Baby, I guess down in the kitchen.
Why did you make... What the fuck? Why do you read it like this? Just read it like a normal human being.
And I sure love me some Popeye's chicken. Oh my... Of course you do. Of course you do.
The stereotype of black people eating chicken. Now, where are the watermelons?
Baby, give me a 2-piece duck, spicy with a side of Cajun rice after a good down, and my sexy ass will be in heaven. Wow, that's pretty close to what I do already. Suddenly, Vernita hears her doorbell ringing. She's expecting some company. Vernita's setting up a little link up with 2 young bucks fresh out of prison. Because nothing says rehabilitation like tagging grandma. I quickly swung.
What the fuck is this man writing? What is he writing? What the heck? Tagging grandma? That's crazy shit. That is wild.
The front door to my townhouse open. Afternoon, I uttered, with a big ass smile stretched across my face. Child, you should have seen how suddenly Markel and this other sexy ass young man looked surprised. Guess they didn't think I'd open the door already, ready to get my fuck on.
Bro, that's crazy. Granny's gonna get it. That's crazy. This is wild. That is just wild. How is that a thing? Who, bro? Nah, dude. Nah, that's insane.
Already ready. This is fucking sick, dude. Yo, damn, it's like that? Markel smiling exclaimed, rubbing his hard, muscular hands together. He scanned me up and down. His eyes were glued to every square inch of my body. Yo, this we finna talk. The other sexy—
Leave the inches alone. Just for fuck's sake, leave the inches alone. Every inch, not just every inch. Just pack your things, leave the house.
The young man chimed in. Man, she old as fuck. Big mistake. All of a sudden, I could feel my blood boiling and a look of anger instantly grow on my face. Old? Boy, your mammy is old. I ain't old. Markel smacked his teeth and said, man, chill the fuck out, Will. Trust me. Miss Vernita on point, bruh. This is exactly how I sound to my homies. The other young nigga shook his head. I don't know about this, though. Shit, this gonna be weird as fuck. Come on, bro, trust me. You finna have some fun. Miss Vernita a vet. Now, what Quan Mills is doing here is actually genius. You see, Vernita represents the generational trauma of systemic abandonment many elders face once they reach a certain age. Or maybe he just wanted to write a book about a grandma getting her back blown out. Either way.
Yeah, I think that's the one actually. Granny gonna be grilled at her old age. That heart attack is coming faster than these boys. The writing ain't. What did you expect? You expected this man to be a good writer? What do you think?
Way, it's giving Toni Morrison on OnlyFans. So everything's getting all hot and steamy until Vernita turns around and finds the two guys making out with each other.
So this church turned gay? Okay, sure.
Classic Quan Mills twist. So what is—
Wait, what is that book title?
It's making out with each other. Classic—
This hoe eats cheese. Wait, this woman eats? That's crazy.
It's a Quan Mills twist. So what does Vernita do? She goes to her side dude, and they have ice cream. Ice cream. I gently got down on my knees and began to slurp on that motherfucker like I was 5 all over again, getting a popsicle from the ice cream man. I just love me a pretty black ice cream cone. And Percy had a big sack of nuts. Ladies, just make sure you be a bit careful when you attempt to put a nut or two in your mouth. That's to be very gentle.
Why? 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 You can't— Nah, bro. That's not— You cannot believe this was that this was going to be decent.
Well, I'm gonna delete it again. Anyway, our next book stars a woman with roaches, 3 kids by 4 baby daddies, and a court battle so ratchet it turned Judge Mathis into Judge Joe Brown. So this next book is one of Quan Mills' most seminal works. This hoe got roaches in her crib. Powerful. A haunting, emotionally raw exploration of generational trauma, and arguably the most grounded portrayal of a strong black woman that Quan Mills has ever done. It's like if someone tried to write Push by Sapphire, except they hated black women.
Let's all come together.
All these fucking roaches and shit. God motherfucking damn it. So, this book starts off very strong. No prose, no once upon a time or anything like that.
Just straight up swearing. That's how we started, huh? Doug, was this supposed to be the theme? Men turning gay, monkeys gay, Toshi-san gay, these guys gay, what is happening? We're all the straight men. I think in the Omegaverse, there are no straight men, just gay.
Because Quan Mills doesn't do that. That's for basic bitch authors. Quan Mills is different. He got straight to the action, and that's why we love him. He's the voice the streets need.
If this is what we're getting, I'm gonna revive. I must revive. Straight up. Tolkien, I need to revive Hobie. I'm gonna dig him out of his grave. He needs to fix this. There's no way.
For Keisha's murderous gaze was laser focused onto the 5 black brownish roaches, all ranging in sizes. Ugh, and a bitch ain't got time for this shit today. I'm hungry and a bitch need her to eat. Okay, same honestly. So we were just introduced
Huh? Would you elaborate on that? Wait, this is the Roaches in a Crib book. We have heard this before.
To the heroine of this tale, Fredkeisha. Fredkeisha is what scholars might refer to as a trifling little dust bunny. A woman of refined taste, be it in weed, toxic men, or government cheese. She lives in the Section 8 of Section 8, lost in an eternal battle that has raged for generations against an army of highly intelligent roaches. Seriously, these bugs are legit characters with their own goals and aspirations. It's insane. The biggest roach, Daddy Roach Sr., embarked on a dangerous
Daddy Roach Sr. just sounds terrible. I just returned. I'm half straight, if that counts. According to Twitter, you're just a, gay person in denial. This is not me saying this is just Twitter, right? That was terrible.
Journey to lead his family to a mecca of stale food. Domino's pepperoni and sausage pizza crust hiding away in a dark corner of Fredkeisha's messy apartment. Okay, I'll give it to bro. This was actually a pretty solid section compared to what I read from him before. He could definitely write children's books or something. Well, for crack babies, but still. But of course, this deeply spiritual roach journey is interrupted by Fredkeisha, who blames her children for the mess she definitely made herself. I swear to God, these motherfucking kids keeping my house nasty as shit. They're getting on my last damn nerves, and I got shit to do today, bitch. Fredkeisha hated to have to spend her weekends watching her badass kids, especially when she needed—
I'm scared when this man writes about kids, I'll be honest, because nothing's safe from him. Nothing. Just nothing. The roaches aren't safe, the women aren't safe, the men aren't safe, the aliens aren't safe, demons aren't safe, nothing is safe.
to get out and down
Rose toys
by some local Chirac savage. Don't we all? Anyway, Daddy Roach Sr.'s journey sadly comes to a tragic end.
We? There is no we. There has never been a we. Interesting. Oh cool, so I'm not allowed to like both according to the new generation. Great to know. Yeah, pretty much. Dinosaurs aren't safe, exactly. Pretty much.
And our boy's completely unaware that death is creeping just inches away. Fredkeisha raised her right foot, leaned down, and pulled off her Walmart black flip-flop. Oh god, not the $3 chancla. Those things are like the Infinity Gauntlets of the Hood. Now armed and dangerous.
The Infinity Gauntlets of the Hood. I'll be real. Those are the Infinity Gauntlets of immigrant moms in general here in Germany. Like, or grannies. I know a guy who was just like giving like carrying out like papers to like homes and stuff, right? Carrying papers. And a granny once took shoes like these and just threw them at him. Which is really interesting. I don't know why. She didn't like getting like those papers.
She hovered her weapon of choice over Daddy Roach Sr. Son, come on, sabe yo? Kasi Monica sabre con el cine. Oi.
Why bro started speaking Japanese? What happened?
Mate, composero. Dosan.
Oh well, not Japanese gibberish. Japanese with a lot of gibberish.
Now, what follows here is either
But why? Why go the extra mile for this? I understand, but why? Why was that necessary?
the most unhinged or most inspired writing ever put to page. Because what Quan does next is give Keisha a Vietnam War backstory to justify why she's so good at murking roaches. Raised in Chicago's Cabrini Green projects, Keisha feared no roach, no mouse, and no rat. Ducking and dodging at the sound of rapid gunfire was the most valuable tool any young kid growing up in Chicago's fucked up and ultraviolet housing projects had to learn quickly. Young Cabrini kids got initiated into a gang of hardened roach murderers, learning how to gangbang on those motherfuckers when they encroached their set. Wonderful. So with all that being said, you already know a ghetto bitch like Keisha was a certified...
Bro, it's just dumb. Was she so cinematic though? Unfortunately, that was odd.
roach hitter. This is absolutely insane. Rest in peace, Daddy Roach Sr. His wings flapped so others could...
Bro, she killed roaches. She killed the roaches in her crib. Rip Bozo. Roach father is dead. He will be missed.
Scary. But this was just the beginning, because Daddy Roach Sr. had 1,861 brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, and cousins, all lurking in the cut, waiting to get at that crust. Wow. That was terrible. So the next book on our journey is Pastors Eat Poisson.
That is crazy. These are quotes. I pulled the bloody tampon out of my cooch. Pastors are men. Pastors eat too. Pastors eat pee too. What? So he is gay? Like gay? Like D in the booty hole gay? This man was dressed like he was ready to deliver a sermon, but deliver some D. That's crazy. What are these quotes?
I don't know if I can even say that, but he did spell with a W, I guess. Anyway, this book opens with, "Yes, slob on that cat, Passa. Eat that." Oh god. Okay, let me just skip ahead. Shit tastes like canned yams. Ew.
What the f- What the heck? What the heck is this? This is the worst. This is the worst, easily.
Juices. Taking a long whiff. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Let's just leave that one alone before I take any more psychic damage from Quan Mills' Gooner Genjutsu. I think it's safe to say
Gooner Genjutsu. That is a good. This feels like a heavy fever dream.
that despite everything, it's clear that Quan Mills is a man who weaponized his autism and used it for evil. So let's finally address the...
Well, that's what we say. Mental illness doesn't protect you from being a dick. I shouldn't say that.
...burning question. Is Quan Mills a master troll or a serious literary genius? It's honestly hard to say. On one hand, this is a man who's written dozens of books with titles like My Baby Daddy's a Vampire and I Fell in Love with a Hood
Rich BBW Velociraptor. There he is. Or she.
Rich BBW Velociraptor. Amazing. Well, on the other hand, he talks about his work like he's the Mark Twain of Section 8. So what's the truth? Is he in on the joke, or is the joke on us? His TikTok presence has been just an absolute gold mine of unfiltered schizo. Seriously, I recommend
What?
the truth. Is he in on the joke, or is the joke on us? His TikTok presence
1000 LB Becky's and the that love them. You're not beating the allegations of black men liking fat women. You're not beating the allegations. Isn't it weird if she's right? Why is she? If she's what? Right? Why? Wait, right? Why is she in the hood? I don't know. You mean white, probably.
This has been just an absolute gold mine of unfiltered schizo. Seriously, I recommend giving him a follow. From selling autographed copies of—
I'm not giving that man a follow. That will just seep into my— the moment I do that on TikTok, it just seep into my algorithm, and therefore I'm no longer safe. I'm functionally autistic, and I can say it doesn't protect you from going to prison. Rich, my bad. Yeah, I was like, huh? What are you yapping?
Books to leaking exclusive previews of I Got Both My Homeboys Pregnant. Quan operates with
From another galaxy pregnant.
the intensity of someone who truly believes he's the next big thing in literature. So now I'm asking, is Quan Mills a troll, or is he genuinely insane? I mean, when you watch his live, it's like watching him—
I mean, trolling and being insane, they are not mutually, like, exclusive. They can happen together. Like, they can happen together. They're not separate.
man live stream from Grippy Sock Jail. It's also worth noting that while his covers are AI generated now, Quan has been doing this since 2017. Some of his most iconic covers predate AI entirely. Bro's—
That means you're telling me bro actually made those? This N-word got a small dick? That's crazy. That is crazy.
really been on Demon Time since 2017. Now here's where things get interesting.
Imagine if he got actual, if he got actually, like, actual. Imagine if he got actual artists to do this.
Quan does know what he's doing. In an interview with NPR, he was asked directly about criticism of how his books portray black people. One of his critics, the University of New Haven professor Randall Horton, argued that Quan writes about very real black experiences like drugs, infidelity, poverty, things that shouldn't be
Baby Mama from Hell is crazy. Baby Mama from Hell?
Quan writes about very real black experiences like drugs, infidelity, poverty.
What the fuck? Shrek? Pregnant by an ogre thug from 63rd Street? Yeah, nah, bro. We got Shrek here. That's crazy. Well, he took Shrek is love, Shrek is life too literally.
Things that shouldn't be treated as punchlines to outsiders to laugh at. I spent 30 years in the streets hustling and smuggling all kinds of things. I went to prison. I did time. Oh, Jesus Christ. You literally can never escape the old head speech, can you? Basically, Horton said this: if you're just using real black trauma to sell books without any care or context, that's exploitation. Now here's what Quan Mills had to say in response. Of course, there are people out there who have valid criticisms and concerns that my books are a misrepresentation of black people, but I'm not oblivious to these criticisms. At times, I do go back and reflect on my work and think, okay, maybe I was a little heavy-handed, but I'm not the first to do this, and I won't be the last. So yeah, he is aware, but like Diddy, he can't stop, won't stop. So what do you—
Bro, that's crazy. Like Diddy, he can't stop, won't stop. Well, the oiled one may be free soon.
do you think Quan Mills is, cuties? Is he a performance artist? Is he a CIA agent whose only references those little pictures on the side of do-rags at Walgreens? Or is he a guy who's just really into writing hood yaoi? Maybe he's all the above. And maybe there's a little Quan Mills inside all of us, just waiting to come out. Anyway, like always, thank you so much for watching, cuties. New videos.
That's pretty much the end of the video. Just put him in jail. Just put him in jail. It's terrible. Many more people do it, so I'm gonna do it. Fair enough, true. Nah, bro, it's just crazy. This is wild. This is like the brain rot of yaoi Omegaverse shit. This is crazy. Yeah, I think he's trolling. I think he's either trolling or there's like two options. He's either trolling or he absolutely fucking means it, and I'm scared to answer which one it is. But anyways, I should react to more Quan Mills. Like, comment, and subscribe.